Today, I'm going to meet Kevin Kwan, one of the most famous Asian writers who wrote Crazy Rich Asians. He never imagined that this could be such a huge hit.
Sorry for asking something.
What got you into writing? Did you start young?
I did. I always loved writing, but I couldn't find a way to make a living doing it. So I had a whole adventure in the world of design and photography, and I was a consultant for many years, and then it was my dream always to tell a story and to write a book. So I very slowly wrote my book. Never thought I'd have it published. I was going to self-publish it. And
Right.
look what happened.
Oh my God.
So many miracles.
Worldwide. Did you ever imagine $1 million success with Crazy Rich Asians? And
Never. We just didn't want it to fail. Because
Yes.
we knew if the movie failed, they would never do a movie of Asians again.
Right. Mm-hmm.
But it became the #1 movie in America for 3 weeks in a row.
I loved it.
And
Oh my
it's
God!
just-
I
yeah.
saw it 3 times already, and
Thank
in a
you.
while, I will see it again. And of
Yeah.
course, read the novel. Now we're having Lies and Weddings.
We
Can
are.
it be considered as the second part of?
It's a new story altogether, right? There are Crazy Rich Asians in it.
Yes.
And some of the characters from my books, you might make little appearances. I don't want to give
Right.
too much away, but it really is its original story about another family, another romance, another mystery actually also.
Oh,
So there's a
okay.
lot in the story.
Yes.
And
And you
it's-
grew up in Singapore.
I grew up in Singapore and then I
Yes.
moved to Texas
Yes.
when I
yes.
was 11 years old.
Was it
So-
like a little bit of a culture shock for you?
Huge culture shock, but amazing to really get to know different cultures, right? To live in 2 different cultures,
Right.
and that's what I think life is about. It's about
Absolutely. But did you absorb? I mean, when you moved at 11 years old, which was very, very young, but did you absorb enough from like Singapore, from your
Definitely.
hometown?
Definitely.
I've been to. That was
Yeah.
my honeymoon. Was in Singapore.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yes,
Where did you
yes,
stay?
yes.
Where did you stay in
I
Singapore?
stayed
Do
at
you
the.
remember?
I stayed at. Oh my God! I don't
The
remember the
Raffles,
name.
the Four Seasons?
The,
Yeah.
the Four Seasons.
Yeah,
I
it's
stayed
a-
at the Four Seasons.
It's a great place for a honeymoon,
It's
as you
ama-
know.
Oh, it's
so.
fantastic city. And the food. The food.
The food.
I think I got so fat during my honeymoon.
I always say Singapore was the original foodie country because we ate 5 times a day.
Yeah.
And people were obsessed with finding the best little restaurants,
Yes,
the best
yes.
stalls,
Oh,
the best this.
delicious,
so
delicious.
That's how I started my unhealthy habit.
Yes.
But
So basically, then it's like write what you know.
yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. I grew up in a large, complicated old family, and I took a lot of stories from my family.
Right.
Made them fiction.
Of course.
And then, of course, growing up and then also traveling back to Asia and visiting different parts of Asia really inspired me to
Yeah,
tell the story
yeah.
of all these different interlocking
Right.
families.
Was your
And,
family very in tradition? Did they culture and tradition? Did
Oh,
they stick to that?
very, very traditional. Very, very traditional. My family has been, many generations. Our family tree goes back to the year 948
Wow.
AD.
Amazing,
So
amazing.
Can you imagine the weight of tradition?
What has changed? I mean, your life must have changed completely after such an incredible success. What has changed the most for you in your life with the success?
Just the opportunity to now write books full time. The first book I wrote when I was working my other job, and it was a passion. It was just doing it in the spare moments.
Right.
Now I get to do this all day long. I get to work on movies, on books, on TV. It's really a dream come true.
Right.
To be able to express yourself creatively and to be able to make a living doing that
Yes,
is really special.
Right.
You know.
But
so.
in a way, you're also working as a producer in that sense because you have so much input and
Yes,
so much
yeah.
decision making in the movies.
Yes, I mean I love the business side and I love the strategy side. Every day is about learning, and especially with film, you have to be so flexible, and there's so much to really download. So it's been an interesting learning curve.
No, I
that
can
think,
imagine. I can imagine. So for the
Yeah.
next one, it'll be a little bit easier because you're
Hopefully,
already so
right? Yeah.
familiar with what
Yeah.
needs to be done. So are you then based in Singapore or have you moved
I'm
to
based
the?
in LA now.
Oh,
Yeah, I was
of
in New York for many years. Now I'm in
Right.
LA.
Okay,
Yeah.
much more relaxed lifestyle.
Oh, I wish I could say that.
Everybody
LA keeps me
wants
busy.
you.
LA keeps me busy, but
I
it's
can imagine.
great to be here.
Absolutely. What do you like about LA?
I love how international LA has become. It's become an amazing food city. There's great restaurants. I love the culture of LA. So many artists from around the world
Yes.
have moved to LA because it's
yeah.
still more affordable
Yes.
They can live here and be
Yeah.
artists and,
Yeah.
and have big warehouses and big art studios. So there's an amazing art scene now developing in
Fantastic.
LA.
So you're a little bit immersed in the art scene
I do.
in LA.
I try to support artists as much as I can because I've been there myself
Yes,
as a
yes.
struggling artist.
Yeah.
So
yeah. What
now
kind
I'm
of-
trying to give back.
Isn't that amazing when you know about artists and
Yeah.
then it turns out that they're your fans?
I know. It's very special. Very special.
Surprising,
Yeah,
right?
Very special to meet your heroes and realize that they've read your books.
Fantastic. Well,
So.
I wish you all the best,
Thank
and
you.
it was such a pleasure
Truly.
to
Same
meet
here.
you,
Yeah.
and you're such an amazing writer. Absolutely.
Very nice
all
of
the
you to
best
say.
to you.
Thank you. Thank
Take
you.
care.
Thank you so much.
Oh, my pleasure.
Yeah. Thank you. This was
Bye-bye.
lovely.